So you want to be able to complete every SBC in FIFA 23 through Team of the Season, footies, obviously take the same sort of methods into the next year. Then I'm going to show you the best ways to get this done. Obviously with La Liga yesterday, we have got an abundance of SBCs to complete. I've gone onto a second account so you can see most of what SBCs are available. And the best thing to do is to try and get everything done on the daily. It's not always possible, and sometimes it takes a little bit of grinding to get that done. So we're going to go through every single method to get cards, even sometimes to get coins as well. But first, we got the La Liga Team of the Season. Watch it be a good one on the second channel. No, of course it's not. It's going to be David Garcia. At least he's good for the next time. And I think that's the big thing, and it's one of the things that personally I've had to get through is stop trying to collect every card, because that is near on impossible. But if we start off with the basics. So to start with, you've got your preview pack. It's free, it's easy, you don't have to buy it. Sometimes you can get lucky, most of the time you won't. It is just a standard thing. You can do it on the mobile app, on the web app, and obviously on the console every single day. Personally, I would try and put it as close to 6 PM if you do log on at that point, or at least log on, or put it where you log on the most. If it's first thing in the morning, then obviously that's going to be a nice habit for you if that is the incorporation of what you do in FIFA. Promo packs, at the minute we are getting, or have been getting, the 10 coin pack most weeks, so make sure you are doing that every single day that is out. 10 coins for free players, again, is going to be a massive help. But the first thing we're going to look at, and it's one thing that I must admit they have done relatively well this year, is objectives. We have got an abundance of objectives, bar from this one. I really don't get this one. They gave everybody the qualification points to get into champs. I don't know why we're getting this personally. But if we look down the list, there's Silver Beast that, yes, doesn't give you the greatest 4 packs, but a rare mega nonetheless for, what, 5 games I think it is. Nice and easy. You can tie that in with other objectives. Silver Stars is mainly for the XP, which again, I think in terms of the season objective, they've again done really well. We have got a 1583. If you went to Desai, 25 times 84. Obviously Navas is only a 5 times 85, but then we do have a 30 times 84 that I can imagine will be during Ligue 1. That is going to be a huge one from this this few months, with obviously the season objectives. If then we look at just the players, even if you don't want a 91 Insigne, that is going to be incredible for an SBC if you are struggling to do the menu content sort of style. Obviously with Insigne, it's a relatively easy one. Again, you can get them done at the same time in squad battles. It all depends on what you want to do grind wise. La Liga Cup, even though it is toxic as ever, you get a 91 player, 83 double 84, an 85, a team of the season loan not going to use, and a La Liga Tots as well. Incredible amount of fodder that's going through. Again, the same with the Carrasco objective. Even if you just wanted Carrasco, 2 90s, you get a few packs back. The objectives are definitely one way to have a look and really get yourself stuck in. Obviously with this one, when you've completed 5 for the daily login, then obviously you will get yourself a 90 team of the season moments. Pretty useless in any fashion if you are playing the game consistently. More than likely you have got a striker better already. It's just a standard. But all of the packs that you get, obviously the team of the season player at the end, then we have the Silver Cup, foundations that will still give you stuff. We even have our team of the week warm-up still, which is obviously way back that we've got, and obviously all of the normal milestones. So for instance, the champs, if you haven't played 50 champs by now, again, you're probably not going to, but there is so many objectives that can get a club running. It can get it absolutely started, and you can get some high rated fodder with a lot of what they're doing week in, week out. If then we was to have a look at, for instance, the in fact, no, we'll start with the icons. This is a big one because, for instance, this account doesn't have any of them done. Every single icon has 2 SBCs you must complete. 11 rare bronze, 11 rare silver. 2 rare gold packs every single time. So if we say 2 every time, 2, 4, 6, 8, and this is obviously if you haven't done them. 10, 12, 14, there, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and obviously you might have done these by now. If we go 32, I think, 34, 36, 38, 40, there is 42 rated players. So there is 80 cards up for grabs if you haven't done this. And that again is a general statement. It is for any new players if you haven't noticed this yet, but every single one has it and they are so easy to do. The bronze packs will come themselves. The silvers can be utilized with obviously the prime bronze upgrade. So again, the way to do that, we have covered it on the channel endless amount of times, but it's always good to go again. It is in upgrade. Is it in upgrades or is it in free? Yeah, no, it's in live. So it should be, because I normally have these on my favorite. They are right at the end, they should be, I believe now. So many SBCs which we've got to cover. So we have, yeah, the prime silver and the prime bronze. So obviously with this, 5 rare silver for 11 bronze rated players. Nice and easy. They can be common. It is so simple. And as you are grinding out the bronze rares, you'll get the commons. You then obviously get both at the same time. Obviously does require some money if you're not obviously trying to sell anything. And obviously with the bronze pack method, you want to be trying to make your money back as well. So for instance, with this, we have got all of the commons that is needed for 1. You only need to do 3 and use 11 of them, meaning you obviously have 4 left over and you can just keep going that way. Very, very easy to complete, and that would be the silver one done, not a problem. In terms of the bronze, a little bit more difficult if you don't have coins, because obviously there's 2 ways of getting them. You can go on the market and buy them. They have dropped down a little bit, so they are 400 every 6 p.m. because of these daily icons. They are going up to 500 to 600 an hour. But you can obviously get them on the cheap. You could more than likely still bid on them. I don't know whether they're actually going... Well, 6 minutes, they probably are going up in price. But in terms of this, nobody can outbuy you because they have put the 10k buy now. So if you put 350, 400 under the price, not many people are going to overtake you. I just can't see that happening. Or you can obviously go buy the bronze pack method. Obviously with this account, I haven't necessarily got the most amount of coins, as it is just a dummy account for showing everything that I've already done on the main. So for instance, with this one, you've got 2 ways of either making your coins. We get the bronze rare straight away. We know full well at 6 p.m. that's going to be 600 coins. I'd like to tell you about skycoach.gg. They offer many features within the FIFA franchise, from FIFA coins to FIFA Weekend League boosts, from trusted sellers, pro players, and are the best prices on the market currently. They have fast delivery, high quality services, lots of games, and also a cashback program. The more coins you buy, the more eligible you are for cashback options. So if you want to buy FIFA coins at the best price, click the link in the description of this video. It will be active promo code for 10% discount from my subscribers. All you have to use is the code JT11 at the checkout to receive this bonus. On to the video. Being Prem, he obviously has the chance to be more. Most of the time now with bronze rares, they're pretty much in the floor. So 450 is always going to be the best shout. 500 for a 6 p.m. whilst the daily icons are out. And you can make your coins back. Meaning you can obviously do the silvers first. If you are wanting to keep the bronze rares, then obviously you will have to kind of take a little bit of a coin dip to start with. The main things that I have been seeing with these sort of cards is looking at the Eredivisie. They seem to be one that is always in the market for a little bit of a price, even the commons. That's going to be a normal way to obviously get the rares. It's either buy them or pack them. We have got a full video on the bronze pack method on the channel if you want to check that out after, and it gives you a more detailed version of what you can do with that. So obviously that is a huge way. If you are brand new to the game, it is available for anybody. Icons is a massive one. The bronze and silvers always have come up clutch. Obviously with the advance, if you haven't done them by now, again, there is plenty of players that you can get from there if you wanted. Foundations don't really give you too much. And then we have live. This is the daily thing. Week in, week out, we get the same every single day. It is just like clockwork. The daily login is going to be a massive one for you to do. Obviously, like we saw, the rewards from the objective, it is huge. You get so many players back from it. Now we have gone to day 6. There is, I think, an objective for day 7, day 8, 9, 10, and it does keep splitting. Every day this gets obviously more and more with obviously what you can get back from it, but it is going to be a double 81 every single day for a bronze card. I don't even know why you would even kind of go against that, to be fair. It is the perfect one. You get 281s, you have the chance of team of the seasons, you have the chance of walkouts, boards, anything that will help you going forward with everything else. So for instance, we have the MLS team of the season upgrade. That one is only going to be an 83 with 284s. I think the lowest card you can get is like 88, 89. it's a perfect fodder switch, unless you've got someone like Mukhtar, who is going to be one that could go into a team, maybe a super sub, or a 90 plus fodder card. Again, it just goes into more and more. A 90 plus icon pack, one of the players that you wanted to finish that gets packs back. There is so many ways to go around getting these players by utilizing all of the SBCs they bring out every single day. We also have, at the minute, the 81 times 11 plus. Again, it's easy. 84, 82, 284s, jobs are good. The best way to kind of get this done is obviously through the Premium La Liga upgrade. If you don't have the rares, then that is the biggest problem we've kind of come with. It unfortunately is the way of the grind. At the minute, the only way to get gold rares from an upgrade is either a gold upgrade, which is 11 commons, or you do the League SBC. So obviously with a gold upgrade, that would normally require you to either have commons, which you'd get back from the Premium La Liga upgrade, or obviously doing League SBC, getting packs just in general, or obviously buying them. That is kind of like the only ways at the moment to get the gold rares, and that is the biggest problem with this grind. Even if it was just a little bit easier, maybe they give us a 75 times 4. Don't even give us the 75 times 5. That would just help so much with getting the rares back into this. The fact that they're only giving us 8 La Liga this time instead of 11 or 10, whatever they gave us the last year, just shows they've cottoned on to obviously the grind. It was far more superior, and also we did have the La Liga upgrade as well. So we could put the commons into that, get 1 rare back every time, then obviously do the premiums, and it could just go a cycle every single time. I think every 5 Premium La Ligas you could do 2 more after that with the grind. Now it's become virtually impossible to completely recycle everything back into a new one without doing a fair few already. Obviously with a gold upgrade, it's a double chance at obviously a team of the season. Will it get you one? Probably not. Sometimes I've been lucky and maybe you get an MLS, a minor league, or you get a low team of the season. I have seen people that have obviously been very lucky with it, but again, it is that double chance that you could get anything. Obviously with the League SBC, it's a bit different. With obviously that, it depends on how many coins you've got. That is going to be the vital side to any sort of League SBC, because you want it to be consistent. I'm trying to teach you ways to grind without spending so many coins. There'll always be a loss at times, and there'll always be a profit at times. You can never have both. It can't always be profit, and hopefully it's not always losses, because that's just a poor way of running the club. Obviously Laris with a double 81 there, that's always nice. 2 keepers, never going to argue. But with the League SBC, I've been doing it for years. It is incredible grind. It doesn't necessarily take too much time to do. It's just time to actually then put it into league upgrades. If you was to do the bronze to silver to gold method, that takes ages, and we haven't got time for that, unfortunately. It's team of the season. Everything wants to be fast paced. We don't want to be sit here just grinding out bronze packs all the time. So with the league upgrade SBC, we've got the premium mixed. I would step away from the mixed personally. It's a nice one if you are opening up bronze packs. It gives you extra cards, but for me, I would mainly focus on this premium mixed. With this, we have 4 SBCs to complete. The 2 right-hand side will give you untradable packs. That is going to be perfect to put back into either the League SBC or obviously a gold upgrade, and finally a premium upgrade. That is the #1 rule there. So then we have the other side, which is completely tradable. Everything from this needs to be sold, unless it is League SBC focused. For instance, if we got a Marseille player, that is going to be one that we're going to be utilising in Ligue 1 or Eredivisie. #1, keep. 100% keep, doesn't matter, because you're going to end up buying them anyway. If it does revolve around, I'd say, a Serie A or Bundesliga or a Lib or Sud, I would keep them. If it's Prem or La Liga, purely for the fact La Liga's team of the season is this week, I would say sell, because the whole point is to get to that premium La Liga upgrade. If obviously it was the other way around, well, say next week comes and it's Ligue 1, I personally wouldn't bother. I would keep them, because obviously you're going to utilise them there. With obviously Ligue 1, I would probably go with Marseille. It's #1, the best choice to go with. Everything is relatively cheap at the moment, which also means everything is relatively cheap to sell as well. So obviously, if you are buying cheap, it more than likely means everything is cheap. And the fact that you can go and get some commons for 450, 400 is crazy. Before this, I was spending 1,000, 1,500 on every Marseille player that was common. The rares obviously come at a certain price anyway. So the fact that that's cheap gets it out the door nice and easy. With obviously the Bundesliga, I personally go with Serie A out of the two. It doesn't necessarily matter which one you go for, but I would stick to one. With the Prem or La Liga, at the moment being La Liga team of the season, I would go with them, as obviously we are going for a full pack of La Liga anyway. Normally, I would go with Prem, and then obviously Lib and Sud can be utilised between them too, and it's nice and easy. You just go buy them. Jobs are good. We obviously do get a prime gold pack as well after finishing this, so that is going to be untradable as well. Like I say, commons that are not League SBC driven, untradable, into the gold upgrade. Any rares that are untradable and not in the League SBC go into the Premium La Liga. Keep grinding out until you get duplicates, and you just keep going back and forth. Sell everything that's tradable, utilize everything that's untradable, and it's just a constant repeat. If you get an 83 that's duplicate, but you don't have enough for a player SBC or don't have anything else, chuck him into the Premium La Liga. It's not going to hurt putting 183, 84 in there if it saves you going to buy players. And that's the grind. It's the best way, from objectives to SBCs, icons if you haven't done them, to any sort of gameplay, from squad battles, rivals, moments, champs, qualifications. There is a lot of ways to grind this game, and sometimes it may not be the most pretty. It literally is a grind. That's the whole point of it. There's no point getting everything handed to you by EA for nothing. You've got to put in a bit of effort, and yes, there is a big luck element. There is people that have grinded hundreds of packs over the course of team of the season and haven't seen a player over 2 mil. There's somebody who probably opened their first 75 rated gold pack and they packed Benz or Vinny. It just is what it is when it comes to luck, but giving yourself a fighting chance is always the best way to go. So do your moments. Maybe do your squad battles. Personally, I don't think they're even worth it. They do give you a team of the season red, depending on the level that you go in. But for me, unless I'm doing objectives in it, I normally wouldn't touch squad battles with a barge pole. I like the rewards and I like that they do this, but it's just a bit of a grind against the computer. I would much rather go into rivals, get yourself into whatever division you can, get the rewards every week, the milestone every season, champs qualies, champs rewards, even throw in a bit of draft if you want. Again, it all depends on your skill level, and that's going to be the grind. So let me know down below what you think about this. If this did help, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back for Ligue 1 to show you every method to get Ligue 1's Messi, Mbappe, or Neymar. Take care. Peace.